Hello everybody, how's everyone doing this week? I hope you guys are having a great week. Thank you for being members of my channel. You guys are awesome. We've got a couple of new members this week, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the mechanics of making videos. I'm not sure if any of you guys are interested in doing videos yourselves, either a YouTube channel or videos for work or presentations or things like this. I just wanted to share a couple of the mechanical things that I do in the vain hope that it might be interesting to some people. So the first thing is that I don't use a teleprompter. I don't know if you detected that. I'm sure you probably can by the fact that a lot of my videos when I talk in my office here are a little bit scattered. I'm not looking at, like, I don't have a teleprompter. If you don't know what a teleprompter is, it's something that fits right over the lens of the camera. And it is essentially a screen. It's transparent to the camera, but it's a screen that can display writing and things for the person to look at. So I could look directly into the camera and be reading text off a screen. That's a teleprompter. A lot of YouTube channels use teleprompters, especially when they're talking head type videos, which is what I do. And what they do is they have their entire video scripted. They write the script and then they play it on the teleprompter, and then it scrolls the text by as they read it. And that results in a very slick and formal kind of script. You're not really talking off the top of your head. You're just reading a speech, reading a script, and that works for a lot of people. Now, I made the decision a long time ago. It wasn't a matter of money. It wasn't a matter of not having the technical skills to set it up. I made the decision that I was not going to use a teleprompter because it felt more real. It felt more risky, if I could say that. My perhaps arrogant kind of goal was to improve on my communication skills, my oral presentation skills. And this was going to be the vehicle to do it. And so I made the conscious decision never to use a teleprompter. In fact, I had done a lot of videos that are a different format to this video. I call these my office videos because I'm in my office with a camera that's on the top of my screen. It's actually a Logitech Brio, which is, as far as I'm aware, it's the gold standard for webcams. But a lot of people, they do a lot of editing, they do a lot of captions, and what they do is they kind of just read a teleprompter and then do a lot of editing afterwards. So I made the decision not to use it. Now, even the more formal videos that I've done where I do editing, I do like editing after each phrase I say, and I do captions, so there's writing on the screen and stuff, and it's all like a big production thing. I haven't done one of those videos in a long time. I intend to start this week, again, making those. But even those, it's not a teleprompter. Instead, I actually write out the speech, but I memorize each line and then say it. I don't use a teleprompter to prompt me to do it. So there you go. And I made also the conscious decision that I will not edit my office videos and run the risk of them being scattered and unprofessional, but it's real. It's me giving a speech off the top of my head in one take. Not really in one take. I do a couple of takes, but in one block that hasn't been edited is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I made the conscious decision to do this. But if you're wanting to do a presentation and you're wanting to do a presentation for work, you're wanting to improve your presentation skills, it would be a good idea to script out your speech and then read it. Or if you're going for a much more extemporaneous type delivery, to get yourself some cue cards or something where you at least have the topics in point form and you can sort of look at them and talk extemporaneously, which is off the top of your head, when you jog your memory by looking at each topic you're going to cover. That's how I used to do it for years. Many years ago, I was actually in Toastmasters. I don't know if you guys have heard of Toastmasters. It's a good organization. It's for people that are trying to work on their public speaking ability. I did a video about them really early in my YouTube channel, You could sort through and find it if you wish. But I'm not going to put a link to it because it's old and embarrassing. But yeah, it's about Toastmasters. You can check them out. If you're looking to improve on your presentation skills, they're great because it's an opportunity for people to join a club, practice speaking, and they have all kinds of different activities where, you know, for example, you deliver a speech that you write and you read it, but also they do exercises where they work on your ad hoc speaking skills. So they'll propose a topic and then it'll go around the room and you have to speak for 2 minutes on the topic that they just gave you. You know, so it works on different elements of public speaking, and it's a great organization. And so, being a former Toastmaster, I just had a problem with not being able to speak extemporaneously. I figured I'd have to be able to do that, and practice makes perfect, right? So, I have given keynote speeches and stuff like this at events, and I have done public speaking, and of course, being an executive and being a CEO, I had to do some public speaking as part of that job. And I've been a teacher and that kind of stuff. But teaching was much more, it's much more, you do a lot more preparation for it. And you might have slides, or at least you have notes. I used to have notes that would give the topics. So anyway, that's how I make videos, or that's kind of the gist of it. But if you're thinking of doing a YouTube channel, or you're thinking of improving your presentation skills, these are some of the ways you can go. You may wish to check out Toastmasters. You may wish to get a teleprompter and use that to do videos. There's all kinds of ways you could go, or you could do it like me and just do it all in one take, no editing, no speech, you know, not reading it off a page. But then you run the risk of doing what I'm doing now, which is I'm just rambling and going on forever. That's always been my weak point, and we each have our weak points. I also use crutch words, and I wonder if you've noticed that. I say, okay. I say that a lot. I also say, you know. Those are my crutch words. And I say, too, like most people. And you try and work on eliminating those. And the more practice you get, the better you get, and you can develop your presentation skills. In fact, one of the most important skills, if you're looking to get promoted at a job and work in a higher level management type position, is your presentation skills. Because when you work in those positions, it is expected that you are at least competent at making speeches and making presentations. And you don't shy away from it. You don't have a phobia against it. You're just able to do it. Probably the number one skill to get promoted and to work at higher levels of management is communication skills. But within communication skills, presentation skills are very, very important. So there you go. I hope that was somewhat helpful. If you have any video suggestions for me, if you want me to do videos on a certain topic, if you want me to go deeper into presentation skills or communication skills or anything like that, let me know in the comments. Other than that, thank you very much for being members. You make this wonderful, wonderful channel happen. And for that, I'm deeply appreciative. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you next week. Take care.